Hello, fellow translators. Today I wanted to talk to you about the stupidest invention ever. And yes, it's mine. So actually, I'm not sure if this really counts as an invention, but let me go through this process and tell you what happened. As you may or may not know, I tend to read a lot. I read, I think, 160 something books last year. And these are all types. There'll be audiobooks and there'll be physical books and there'll be Kindle. But I do have quite a few physical books that I read. And there's some things that I find annoying. Like if you take a bookmark like this, and I'll be reading, and then I'll bookmark my place like this. And when I open it, I actually have no idea where I am. Am I here? Am I there? So I'll start reading, be like, oh no, that's familiar. Then I'll read something else. I'll be like, whoa, what's that? And it takes me a while, also because maybe it's been since this morning or since yesterday since I read it, and I don't remember exactly where I was. And so, what ends up usually happening is I'll read the same thing again, and I like to read a lot, but it's not like I'm the quickest reader in the world, and it's annoying to have to read all the same thing again. And anyway, it takes me a few minutes to try to figure out the guesswork of where I was. And I found this annoying every time I leave a book and then pick it up again, because very often that happens. Like I'll be reading a bit during lunchtime, and then later I'll put it down, and later I want to take a break. I pick it up to read again, and I keep having to do this. So it really annoyed me. So what I started doing was I started using business cards, because these days I can't network since we're all stuck at home. But with these business cards, I would use them to mark where I was. And then I don't have a business card on me, but here, let me take one of these. And I would kind of mark where I was by the edge of the business card. And this sort of helped. I still sometimes didn't know if I was on this page or that page or something like that. But it sort of helped, let's say. It also didn't help because if I'm at the top or at the bottom, then the business card would just fall, like it wouldn't stay there. So my solution at the end of the day was I just wanted to develop my own bookmark, and that's what I did. So let me show you what I did. And I have two different prototypes. I'll show you the first one I came up with, because I knew I wanted to do a different size from a business card or what we have now. And this is what I came up with. Now, as you can see, it says you are here. If you turn it over the other way, it says you are here. You are here. So why is that? Because that way, if you're reading and you stop there, you know that you stopped there. But if you're on the other page, sorry, I'm not very good at showing this, then it shows that you are there. So no matter which page you are or where you are on which page, you can always point to exactly where you are. And that way you don't waste time trying to find your space there. The other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make the other side completely one color, because that way if you're reading, and if you're like I am, where you like to follow along when you read, you can do it like this, and that way you can keep your space while you read. There's something I do. I know some other people do it, but anyway, I find it helps, so I do that. So I developed this, but then actually I decided this was a bit too small. So I developed another one, which now I'm wondering if it might be a bit too big, but it's this. And it's pretty much the same thing. It says you are here, no matter where you are. Now that I'm taping this, I'm wondering if this turns out backwards for you guys. But anyway, you get the idea. And you can do the same thing. Now, this is bigger, and so actually when I read like this, it actually covers the whole page for most books, so it works out well in that sense. And so I like that a bit more. I also have these lines here, because then you can take notes, and you can at least mark pages or stuff like that. And actually, I recently used that. I recently read Business Model Generation, and I used one of my, because I just received my bookmarks that I ordered. I actually designed two different types of designs and ordered them both times for these. This is how much I'm wasting my time on this stuff. There we go. There it is. So as you can see, I took notes. Or I marked pages where I have that I thought were important, where I did. So if I go to these pages, if I go to page 44, then or 130. Let's start with 130 because I flipped open to it. Then I have my post-it notes that I put in on their graph, and where I took my notes. This is a business book, so I take a lot of notes in business books because I want to mark things down. These are part of the design, but these are my actual post-it notes that I put on their thing. And anyway, I find that this type of bookmark allows you to, at least mark down pages where they're interesting things in case you want to get back to them later, if you want. Otherwise, you can use it on either side, and you can use that. So I'm using these now because for me, they work well. They fulfill my need, and so I like them. It's not like I'm putting them up for sale or anything, because I guess I could, but I don't think it's worth it. If you want me to, you can feel free to let me know. Unfortunately, I can't put them up for free because I have to pay for them, to order them myself and to ship them to anyone or anything like that. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting and pretty much useless thing, especially because now everyone is on Kindles and stuff like that. But it really just annoyed me that you didn't have bookmarks that did that. Like, I don't know, these bookmarks where you just put them in a page, which to me is, fine, at least I know which page I'm on, I guess, but I want more out of life. So anyway, that was, once again, the stupidest invention in the world, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that's all I have to say about that. I just wanted to share it with you guys, really. But anyway, if I do end up, because I had in the back of my mind that I actually wanted to set up like a store, set up swag or something for stuff in general, then I'll add these to it. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't really have any plans for them except to use them myself. But that's pretty much it. And I just wanted to share with you, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, bye. Thanks. Savidum.